right, Chef, you got me out here in this tomato field. What are we doing out here?
You know, Chad, I really wanted to show you exactly where Florida tomatoes are born, bred, and pampered.
We're just talking about tomatoes here, right?
No, Chad, we're talking about Florida tomato, the very ones that are rich in vitamin A, C, only 25 calories per serving with all that flavor.
Well, I know I've seen you put them on just about everything in the kitchen.
That's right, I do. And that reminds me of the great story you told me about your grandmother's tomatoes.
You talking about the Tomwich?
That's the one, but I have an updated version for you to try.
Oh yeah.
Whole wheat bread, my special herb mayo, and thick sliced Florida tomato.
Oh, Chef, I feel like I'm 7 again. You nailed it.
And remember, don't ever refrigerate your tomatoes. You want to keep them on the counter or in a bowl until they ripen naturally.
Oh, Chef, look at that sucker. Big, red, and beautiful.
Now that's exactly what you want in the supermarket.
Oh, man.
And now, off to the studio for a banging recipe.
Using fresh Florida tomatoes.
This Florida cooking segment brought to you by the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services.
Hey, it's tomatoes and lobster.
It's Florida tomato and lobster mac and cheese.
And Chef's promised to show us how.
All right, Chad, you know what? Everybody loves mac and cheese.
You're right.
We are going Florida tomato and lobster mac and cheese. So what we got?
Mac and cheese.
First of all, we've got a pan over medium heat. We got some butter coming in. All right, into that, we're going with onions and we're going garlic. Now we got to add our flour. And now basically we're making a roux which is going to thicken up our milk that we're going to add. So it's going to make it nice and thick and creamy. So we're going to slowly add our flour in there. Now that our flour is cooked, it's time to add our milk. Okay, all the milk's going in. A little bit of salt and pepper going in. Always got to season, right? Now it's time to add our cheese. What I have here is I have some Gruyere cheese and I have some sharp cheddar. So let's start getting this in here.
Just remember, I'm here to help, Chef.
Yes, you are.
Oh, that's good.
I'm also going to go ahead and add a little cayenne pepper. This is going to give it a little bit of spice.
A little bit of color, too.
And a little Dijon mustard, too. It's going to give it a little tang and some good flavor. Okay, let's go in with some of this Gruyere cheese now. Gets a little bit of workout, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and get our lobster cut up. Now, this is our Florida spiny lobster that I blanched off earlier. Now, depending on what size of lobster bites you want in your mac and cheese.
Chunky. We go chunky.
So I'm going to cut some big chunks here.
I want to know it when I have a lobster.
That's right, that's right. I've got my pasta here too. I'm using a baby penne pasta right here. All right, let's go ahead and pour some of that in here. That is gooey.
Yeah, it looks good, Chef.
Let's add our lobster to that. Oh my goodness gracious.
You know,
That
mac and
is
cheese has
looking
become
good.
kind of a big deal, you know, in restaurants.
We got a little chives going in. Now I've got my bacon pan here. So let's go ahead and add this in. Beautiful. All right. So we're just gonna kind of level this out just a little bit like that. It is time to add our tomato. We have these beautiful Florida tomatoes here. I'm just gonna put a few thin slices right on top. Beautiful Florida tomatoes.
I need one more slice.
Big and red and yummy.
Look at that. Badao.
What I have here is a little panko breadcrumbs, the Japanese style breadcrumbs. I've added a little bit of olive oil. It's gonna help it brown up. And I've just got a little bit of parsley and some Parmesan cheese in there. That's gonna give it the crispness that we're looking for. So we're just gonna sprinkle this on top. Now this needs to go into a hot oven at about 375 degrees. It's gonna cook for at least 10 to 15 minutes. We wanna make sure it's heated through and bubbly on the outside.
For recipes on this dish and many more like it, go to our website, howtodoflorida.com. Oh.
This Florida cooking segment was brought to you by the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services.